Here's another hand I played in a robot tournament on Bridge Base Online. After 3 passes, I opened a heart. West overcalled a spade, and North bid 1 no trump. East bid 2 clubs, and I bid 2 diamonds. West passed, and North corrected back to 2 hearts, which everyone passed. West then led the Jack of diamonds. Like the previous example hand, you're welcome to pause the video now and make a plan, but I'm going to play the first half of the hand for you, and then I will ask you to make a plan for the second half. We've got a combined 23 high card points, 10 in dummy and 13 in our hand. Both of the opponents bid their own suits, so I suspect that the remaining 17 high card points are split about evenly between them. I win this trick and try to draw trump. West goes up with the king and switches back to a diamond. I've got nothing to lose by covering with the 9, and am surprised that this holds the trick. I continue drawing trump, and East takes their ace. East switches back to a 3rd diamond, and West ruffs. So that's all the trump drawn. West then switches to the Jack of clubs. I figure East probably has the King of clubs for their bid, so I go up with the ace. I then lead a low club to ruff, and East tries inserting their king, hoping that we've still got a club left. But we don't, and I ruff this trick. Pause the video now and plan the rest of the play. And now that you've got a plan and have unpaused the video again, let's continue. There are 6 tricks left, and we've got 5 winners, 1 spade, 3 hearts, and a diamond. There are no obvious finesses to take, and no clear way to develop a suit by ruffing. A throw-in won't work because we only have 1 loser remaining. But because of that, we've already satisfied condition L, and we should consider a squeeze. Let's look for threat cards. We have no losers in the red suits, so there are no threats there. The Queen of Spades is an excellent threat card, guarded by whichever opponent has the King of Spades. Similarly, the club Ace, King, Queen, and Jack have already been played, and so the 9 of clubs is a threat card, guarded by whichever opponent has the 10. Let's try to see if an opponent is busy. West bids spades, so they've got at least 5 cards in that suit, while East has at most 2. I'm also expecting West to have 8 or 9 high card points, but so far they've only shown 5, the King of Hearts and both minor jacks. Meanwhile, I'd expect East to also have 8 or 9 high card points, and they've already shown 8, the Ace Jack of Hearts and the King of Clubs. So I'm very confident that West has the King of Spades. Furthermore, I thought it was odd that West led a diamond rather than leading their partner's suit. If they had a singleton or doubleton club, I think they would definitely have led it. If they had 4 or more clubs, I think they would have raised their partner's suit during the auction. So I suspect West started with exactly 3 clubs and has 1 more remaining. When West did finally lead clubs, they led the Jack. If they had Jack 3rd, I think they might have led low from the suit, but might also have led the Jack to unblock it. On the other hand, if they had Jack 10 small, they would definitely lead the Jack. So, although it's not a sure thing, I think it's possible that West has the 10 of clubs and is busy guarding both threat suits. And because I don't see any play more likely to work, it doesn't hurt to consider this squeeze, even if East is more likely to have any particular club. So let's cross our fingers and hope that West has the 10 of clubs to go with their King of Spades, so that they satisfy condition B. For condition E, the squeeze card is clearly going to be a red card in our hand, and so the Ace of Spades is an entry to the other hand in one of the threat suits. So we'll need to save that until the end. Finally, for condition U, the club threat is upper of West, and the spade threat is upper of East. However, the entry is in spades, and the spade threat is in the hand with the squeeze card, not the hand with the entry. So, because of the UE exception, the spade does not count for condition U, and no threat is actually upper of East. But that's okay. We're expecting to squeeze West, and it looks like all of blue is satisfied against them. We'll need to watch for the guard card in the suit without the entry, namely the 10 of clubs. If anyone discards that, we can claim, and otherwise we'll try running the spades. As we cash our red suit winners, none of the guard cards show up. The last of these is the squeeze card, and now comes our choice. We need to discard either the club threat or the transportation back to the spade threat. And we've been watching for the club guard, but still haven't seen it. West has 2 cards left, and if they were busy, they're now down to the bare king of spades and the bare 10 of clubs. So let's discard the club. We can now lead a spade to the ace, dropping the king, and a spade back to the queen wins the final trick. Backing up 3 tricks and showing all 4 hands, you can see that, yes, West was squeezed exactly as hoped. If they had discarded the club instead of the spade, we could have discarded the spade from dummy and claimed. Although West having the 10 of clubs wasn't very likely, trying for this squeeze didn't give up any other opportunities we could have gone for, and it was clearly better than nothing. And that's another example of a real-world squeeze play.